Hello folks, in this brief video I'm going to show you how you can use Google Forms. So first of all, to locate Google Forms, you can simply type in Google Forms into Google search engine, and the first hit will be Google Forms Create and Analyze Surveys for free, google.ca/forms. This is what the page looks like. From here you can directly go into Google Forms and begin. Alternatively, for those of you that use Google Drive, within your Google Drive, you can select New, More, and then a Google Form. Here it's going to ask if I wish to create it in a shared folder. I'm going to select Yes. It's going to create this particular form within the Mike's Hard Lemonade folder, and therefore have the same permissions set within that folder. I select OK, and I'm going to create a form. So here you can see the form, and I need to decide what kind of survey I'm going to have. I may also wish to, of course, change the theme. Theme, in fact, may actually guide what kind of survey I'm going to select. So as I'm looking at some of the themes, I see birthday cats. Okay, so I'm going to select that. From here, I'm going to edit my questions. So let's suppose that I'm going to call this survey, first of all, Cat Survey, to represent my theme. Now I need some questions. Let's suppose my first question is, why are cats so awesome? Okay. I can decide what kind of question type I have here. It may be multiple choice, but I may decide here that this is going to be not just choosing from a list or a scale, but rather a paragraph text, so people can talk in great detail about why they believe cats are so awesome. Okay. I can then add additional questions under Add an Item. Let's suppose this question here is titled How awesome are cats? And I'm going to have this as a scale from 1 to 10. All right, I now have 2 questions. I can add a further item. Let's suppose my question here is, why are cats better than dogs? And let's say I like the multiple choice. Option 1 is they are loyal pets. Option 2, they are furry. Option 3, they are cleaner. Okay, so let's suppose I have these 3 options here from which the respondent can choose. I then select Done. I've realized I have enough questions here, and so I have 3 questions. I can then rearrange the order here. I may wish to start with how awesome are cats. I'm going to put this as my initial question. Under the theme, you can see as I've selected the theme, one can see what the questions will look like. Right. Before I actually have this as a form that one can answer questions from, I'm going to select a few additional things. I could, for example, only allow 1 response per person, which would require a login. I can show the progress bar at the bottom of the form pages if you have multiple pages where people would like to have the sense as to how many questions they've answered and how many more they have to go. Let's say, though, I like what I have here. I'm going to then send the form. This is the link that I would share with people. I can embed the link in various forms, such as within Facebook, Twitter, Google+. I can also shorten the URL, which works very much as bit.ly would work. I can then copy and paste the URL, send it even by way of email to selected addresses. Let's suppose I like what I have here. I'm going to click Done. As I go back into my Google Drive, one can see that the cat survey here exists. I can click on that, and I can make changes to the survey if I'm so inclined. I can also see the responses. Sadly, no responses exist yet for this, as no one has had the opportunity to respond to this awesome CAT survey. Now, what the data actually looks like as it comes in from an individual, it would look like this. Mike's staff meeting. We have here some responses here within Excel. People have answered questions. You can see 16 individuals, given the timestamp, have answered some questions. I can then look under the form heading here, and I can show a summary of responses. And this represents the information in visual form. With this information, there's quite a bit that I could do with it. One of the things I would like to do, for example, is use a nice program called Skitch, which allows me to perform a screenshot. I can simply select this information, and it goes directly into Skitch. From here, I can copy that particular piece of data, that graphical representation of it, and I can very easily paste that into Microsoft Word. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, some very quick and easy ways of handing out a survey using Google Forms, taking that data, representing it graphically, and then copying that using a program called Skitch, S-K-I-T-C-H, and then pasting that into Microsoft Word for later use. Hope this video proved to be informative for you. Thank you very much.